to me, 84 kilometres per hour. Pitch nice and cool. And Miller just said, let me take you downtown.
An interesting choice by Afghanistan because he's done so little bowling from the last few years. Just looking back over the last few years, since the end of June 2019, he's only actually bowled twice in his career. So it's a very interesting choice by the captain. Hasn't bowled the tournament. He does have a 5 foot to his name in ODIs.
It's just too full. Tossed up out of the hand, 84 kilometres. Miller needs no second invitation. He's got one of the most pure swings of the bat you'll see in the game.
It's a very sort of strange decision at this stage because as much as South Africa would feel relatively in control of this chase, Afghanistan has just created a little bit of pressure, maybe just a few nerves for South Africa, but this just gives a chance all that pressure now to be released because already it's 8 runs off the over with 3 balls bowled.
Unusual decision, but what he is doing is he's getting fantastic drift out of the hand. It suggests that he's giving the ball a decent rip. With 5 wickets once in an ODI, you can see why. Well, that's just a drag down.
After entry for his team in the 14th in his one-day international career to go 600s that he has. It's 175 for 4. So at this stage, 175 for 4 it is, they're going to have a drink spell.
तो इसको कारी साहब वाला भी दिखाना था ना इसको कहना था वज़ू करो नमाज पढ़ अपने नेल्स काटो नेल पॉलिश करो 313 दफा दुरूद शरीफ पढ़ के तो टूट मारो.
This drink break is brought to you by Vital Tea, Vital Pure, Zindagi Jio.
खेल की उम्मीद चाहे और क्रिकेट वाइटल प्योर जिंदगी जियो.
तमाशा ऐप डाउनलोड करो और वर्ल्ड कप लाइव स्ट्रीम करो बिल्कुल फ्री और लातादार डेटा के लिए मंथली फ्रीडम ऑफर सब्सक्राइब करके पाओ 200 GB डेटा सिर्फ 1800 रुपए के लोड में.
जब हर ग्रुप हो स्ट्रॉन्ग हो, why not मेरी जान?
अच्छा मतलब स्टिचेस खुल गए आपके ओपन खुल गए हैं.
सर्फ एक्सेल का नया अलग अंदाज. ये जिद्दी दाग निकाले पर इनके सॉफ्ट पर्ल्स रखे कपड़े नरम मुलायम. सर्फ एक्सेल दाग पर सबका परिवर्तन.
एक और कप चाय जबान दानेदार.
आज का कड़क चैलेंज चाय का कड़क दाग जो कपड़ों की तह से निकाले चाय जैसे कड़क दाग सिर्फ एक धुलाई में.
मुझे तो बच्चे की ना सबसे पहली टेंशन ये है
हमने थोड़े 2 मिनट तक हाथ धोने चाहिए. जरासीम नहीं जाएंगे. बंटी तुम्हारा साबुन स्लो है क्या?
नया लाइफबॉय सुपरफास्ट हैंड वॉश विटामिन्स के साथ शेदे 8% स्ट्रॉन्गर हिफाजत सिर्फ 10 सेकंड में. सनलाइट 15% एक्स्ट्रा पाउडर के साथ. ज्यादा पाउडर ज्यादा बचत.
His name after making 100 against Sri Lanka. He also made 60 against England. And Fantastic 100 against New Zealand as well. He was player of the match. Today is now guiding the Proteas to this target. He's hit 5 4s and 1 6 so far in the sevens. He has at times had a little bit of luck on the side. He's just starting to open up and make things a little bit easier from the Proteas' point of view. Been at the crease for an hour and a half now has Rusty van der Dussen. There's some happy South African fans as a result of this van der Dussen innings. Afghanistan have had moments where they've been able to celebrate. What is going to be their last World Cup fixture. Proteas fans, well, they'll be taking those cheers into the semi-finals. A solid innings from Rusty van der Dussen. At times he's had his troubles against spin in this tournament, which will do his confidence a world of good.
He's
angled a lot down there. He's also played the little reverse sweep a couple of times against the spinners, and that's why the percentages are so high in that area against spin throughout his career. Rashid's gone back in. We talked a little bit about his record against David Miller in the T20 format. They played together here, franchise-wise, but then they'll be hoping just to keep him out and make sure he doesn't get damaged. If he didn't lose to go to spell. And that's nasty ball. Just closing that front foot off a little bit, Miller. Playing across the wrong one.
Yeah, it's the line that is so impressive from Rashid Khan. From their challenges both edges, the wrong end or the good or the leg break. Just so often, leg spinners, if you can't pick them out of the hand, you can generally pick them from the line that they bowl. That's fantastic from Rashid Khan. In and around that off stump. As he goes around the wicket now. Run between the umpire. Look for him to try and bowl googly. Straighten it back down the line. Get that edge with David Miller. Puts him doubt in his mind.
कि सर्दी एकदम शदीद शुरू होगी, फिर अगले दिन फिर कम और अगले दिन फिर लॉन पे आ गए, फिर शदीद सर्दी. ये वाला हिसाब है.
Result in a couple of runs.
Not sure why he's going around the wicket there. He looked to be in a really good rhythm over the wicket.
दो तीन दिन से हो रही है, फिर उसके बाद जरा मौसम आहिस्ता आहिस्ता साफ हुआ है, फिर परसों भी बारिश हुई है और कल तो बेतहाशा ही ठंड हुई है.
And then he goes around and just gets too full. Now he's staying around the wicket but with a different runner. All the forward between the umpire. I think what it does from around the wicket is it takes out the LBW in my opinion. Unless it's a wrong and the pitch is an off stump and straight, which is incredibly difficult from that angle. I feel like Miller can get outside the line and cover that LB.
Changes his stance as well, goes and bounces off stump and definitely can plant that front foot across. 3 runs from the over, 178 for 4.
कुछ अपसेट हो रहा है ये दोनों ही ना, तो सर्दी काफी कर रहे थे. अबू बकर उसका ना, उसका को भी बुखार हुआ है, अबू बकर को भी सब. मैच कैसे देखेंगे? और अंकल पूछ रहे हैं
माय सॉन्ग ऐप से माइको पर.
अब सॉन्ग ऐप प्लस आईसीसी वर्ल्ड कप के तमाम मैचेस देखें माय सॉन्ग ऐप से माइको पर, वो भी बिल्कुल मुफ्त.
आपने मुझे लग रहा लॉन मुझे लग रहा आपने ना लॉन पहनी हुई है, तो इधर देख रहे मैं एक मिनट अपना देखा.
To be sure, done well for South Africa through the tournament. Look to a decent start with that 41. Bahuma struggling with that hamstring, made 23. Anderson has held this together. Opportunity for David Miller and Rasif Anderson possibly to take South Africa home. That experiment with Robert Shah's not done.
This is a package to Rashid. See how consistent he's been. Challenging the edges, the lengthiness, the speed. Difficult to pick, particularly under light. Here's the set up of Hunter Clarkson.
कोई ताकत की कोई बनाई हुई है कि नहीं?
Forced him back. He looked to try and beat the man inside the circle at point. But done beautifully.
नहीं ये तो सबसे बेस्ट है खमीरा वगैरह खमीरा
that's pitched on.
खमीरा वगैरह के रख लेना
Very difficult for him to put it on from
बहुत
there.
अच्छा होता है बाकी की
Consultation, we've only got one more review left, and I think that's pitched out
ठीक है फिर
comfortably.
अपना ख्याल रखो फिर कब तक लगना है चक्कर फैसलाबाद
Having a chat with Nabi and said, no, outside the leg stump.
Well, then he just overcorrects and it goes horribly wrong.
Yeah, it's interesting, it's operating a lot from over the wicket. We saw him in the game against Australia, there's a lot of leverage from around the wicket, and in fact, as I mentioned that, he's decided to change, and I think that's the problem when he's coming over, he's feeling like he's offering up too much work.
ਤਬੀਅਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਹੀ ਸਾਡਾ ਨਾ ਇੱਕ ਅੱਧਾ ਦਿਨ ਵਾਈਫਾਈ ਬੰਦ ਰਿਹਾ ਤੇ ਸਾਡੀ ਲਾਈਟ ਆਫ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਰਹੀ ਆ ਕਾਫੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਈਫਾਈ ਦਾ ਨਾ ਚੇਂਜ ਕੀਤਾ ਤੇ ਲਾਈਟ ਆਫ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਫੁਰਗ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਮੈਂ 2-3 ਘੰਟੇ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਰਾ ਦਿਨ ਚ ਗੈਸ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਜਦੋਂ ਗੈਸ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਉਦੋਂ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਈਦਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਗੈਸ ਬੰਦ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ ਤੇ ਲਾਈਟ ਆਫ ਹੋ ਗਈ ਮੈਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਫੋਨ ਬਲਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਨਾ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਹਦਾ ਵੀ ਹਾਲ ਚਾਲ ਪੁੱਛਦੀ ਆ ਪਤਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਸੀ ਬਾਨੋ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਤਬੀਅਤ ਕਾਫੀ ਅਪਸੈਟ ਹੈ
You mentioned that when he's coming over the wicket, he's just offering a bit too much width. But when he is coming around the wicket, he doesn't seem to be getting the turn necessarily that he wants to actually be able to threaten the right hand in particular. He comes around from very wide, doesn't he?
I watched him in the SA20 and from over the wicket he was so effective because he got the ball to turn back and his lines that he hit in that tournament were fantastic. That's why I was surprised last night. Now watching him a little closer, I said last night, the last time he played against Australia. Now watching him a little closer, he has offered up a lot of width. He bowled the odd wide and been whacked away through that offside, so maybe that's the plan. That's nice and accurate. And the over 37 complete 182 for 4.
सही ਹਾਂਜੀ ਸਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹ ਕੰਮ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਮਾਸ਼ਾਅੱਲਾ ਵੱਧ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਵਾ ਕਿ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਆਪ ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨ ਇੰਨਾ ਹੱਸੇ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਤਾਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਕਵੇ ਨੀਂਦ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਰਾਤ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਉਦੋਂ 8-9 ਵਜੇ ਕੀਤਾ ਤੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਉਹ ਕਵੇ ਭੂਖ ਸੁੱਤੀ ਪਈ ਆ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਚੱਲ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਾ ਨਾ ਹੁਣ ਉਸ ਵਾ ਹਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਅਨਿੰਦਾ
Important partnership. That's 43 for 58. South Africa need another 63 more to win this final group game against Afghanistan.
ਸ਼ੁਕਰ ਕਰੋ ਨੀਂਦ ਆ ਗਈ ਇਸ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਥੱਕਦਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਇਹ ਸ਼ੁਕਰ ਹੈ ਨੀਂਦ ਆ ਜਾਵੇ ਨੀਂਦ ਆ ਜਾਵੇ ਫਿਰ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਥਕਾਵਟਾਂ ਉਤਰ ਜਾਂਦੀਆਂ
24 Thunder Dissoners played really well a resolute innings at 53 straight back to Nabi and a timely breakthrough for Afghanistan.
Yeah, and good captaincy as well. He had one over at Rashid Khan left, but he went to Nabi, and it was a soft dismissal, wasn't it? Just died on Miller. And lucky for Afghanistan, it didn't die on Nabi. Years of pain and that reaction just there. A shake of the head.